Hello and welcome to Outdoors and That. Today we're going to be walking through the Mulligans Flat or Goorooyarroo Nature Reserve. They're combined in the north side of Canberra. So we've just stepped inside the Goorooyarroo Nature Reserve here, and we have this invasive species fence, and so this is stopping things from entering the nature reserve that we don't want in here: foxes, wild dogs, and other pest animals, invasive species. And so it allows for us to have soft-footed and small marsupial creatures such as bettongs that are able to survive and thrive in these grasslands. So you can see, got my walking poles today. This is because we're walking a nice open track, and it's just a good way to speed up your walking pace. And there's absolute rabbit warren of tracks in this reserve, and we're going to be following the ground to skywalk initially. Made it up to the top of what's called Sammys Hill, following the ground to sky woodland walk that you can get on their app for Mulligans Flat. It provides really good information on the native wildlife and the importance of conservation in this area. But we've just been working our way up the track here, and we can come from the hill in the top right over there, Sammys Hill, and now we're making our way up Goorooyarroo Hill, which you can see up through the trees. So I've been walking along now for a little bit, and I thought we were making it up the way to the top of the hill, but as it turns out, we've been ensnared by our fence line here, and you can see it continues all the way down and up the other side of that creek there. And so, although it's great for keeping the endangered wildlife in and our predators out, it's also ensnared myself. And I'm going to have to go and look at a proper map with a bit of detail about where the exit out of this predator-proof fence is on the northern side here, because I can't find it at the moment, and I don't really know where it is. It's not marked on any map that I've seen so far, so we'll have to go back and do some more research. Up ahead you can see a bit of a gate. We'll see if this is our path to freedom. I've just walked all about the fence line here because I spotted what I thought might be the gate up the top, but we'll see if we can get through. Who knows, it might be locked. Hey, freedom, here we come. Alright, so we've made it up the top of Goorooyarroo Hill. We were hoping to go up Old Joe Hill, which is just over there. We got boxed in by the fence, and the gate on this side, which I found just before, only lets you out more towards the Goorooyarroo side. So Old Joe can be a hill for another day, but otherwise really wonderful views out over the rest of Canberra, and I'll give you a bit of a panorama now. So looking over Gungahlin, and then One Tree Hill, and out towards the north over New South Wales, and we're right on the border here as well. So the fence line just in front of me is the border with New South Wales and ACT, and then back to Old Joe Hill there. Got a bit of oaty slice for morning tea. Yummy yummy. Just while we're having a break then, I looked at the map a bit more and did a bit more research, and across a few different maps you can find out where the gates are to get up to the top. And when I hit the fence originally, if I'd turned right instead of left, then I would have come across a gate really quickly, rather than the kind of nearly kilometre that I did following along the fence on the way that we went. But you know, you learn these things as you go. Now we are about to head down the track here and we will join up with the Centennial Trail, follow that along a little bit, and then we'll head down to the starting point of our walk. So again, we'll make it a loop. So just right next to the track here, we have a really big ant nest, and all the holes and pits are from echidnas feeding in there. So you can see the network of tunnels as well in the holes. Really interesting. Echidnas, one of Australia's unique monotremes, in that it's a marsupial or milk feeding mammal, but it also lays eggs, and there's plenty of them up here in Mulligans Flat, and yeah, they feed on ants, and really interesting little critter. As always, a quick comment on the geology of the region, and so there's quite a bit of outcropping in the Mulligans Flat region, which is where you see the rocks pointing out of the ground, and in this case we have a predominant landscape of mudstones and siltstones, and they have been folded in the Lachlan region. So they're part of what's called the Lachlan Fold Belt, and that has had some metamorphism and compressional forces which has led to folding of these rocks, and so we often get them pointing up on funny angles like the one that we just walked past before. And Mulligans Flat really is quite flat, and we end up with wet and boggy sections, so you do have to try and pick your way through these as best you can. Such a beautifully still day today as well. Not really any breeze, wonderful sunshine. So there are a lot of gates in Mulligans Flat, and the trick is just to leave them as you found them. That's the rule with all gates. So if it's closed, leave it closed. If it's open, leave it open. Just made it back outside the Goorooyarroo Nature Reserve and made it to the end of our walk. So if you have any questions, put them in the comment section below. Otherwise, please subscribe. Thanks for watching, and have a great outdoor adventure.